Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena.
John Cena looks like he is all about business. He will not take his stare off Carlito.
Here we go.
John Cena, Jesus. The fight has begun outside the ring. John Cena.
Well, Jesus running interference for Carlito, and John Cena is firing off those long rounds all over Jesus.
This is what it's all about for John Cena. He could not wait to get his hands on the two men who were in that club the night Cena was stabbed in the kidney.
Cena trying to get to Carlito, and he just might be able to do it here.
John Cena in hot pursuit. He has waited a month for this night.
Wait, where they going, Cole? What the hell?
We're going to head to the backstage area here at the Gund Arena. Jesus driven into that steel.
John Cena's been waiting and waiting and waiting, and good God, man, he has got his sights set on where we now. What's going on?
This is back in the locker room area. I'll tell you one thing. Carlito Taz seems like John Cena, and Jesus from behind.
This is a fight, Cole. Headbutt.
Yeah, this is a fight that Carlito wants nothing of. Carlito is running away from Cena.
You want to get at me? Straight up street fight, Cole.
Send your boy for me.
Maybe this is what happened at that after hours club. You know what? We're now in the parking lot here.
You can't get like that. You can't come up to me like that. You can't go up to me like that. Take it easy.
Jesus from behind again, Carlito's associate.
I'll tell you, John Cena, it's like 2-on-1 here. Well, actually 1-on-1 because Carlito keeps running.
Well, Carlito and Jesus.
What? That's his car?
They're trying to find a car that's open. And well, Carlito getting into the driver's side of that car.
He just jerked the woman out of the car.
Somebody was in there.
What the hell?
John Cena desperately trying to get into that car, and Carlito,
man,
and Jesus speeding away.
What the hell?
Carlito and Jesus, they've gotten out of Dodge. They wanted nothing to do with John Cena here tonight at Survivor Series.
Well, here comes Cena, though, Cole.
And you can hear the crowd at the Gund Arena chanting for John Cena as Van Dam, Big Show, and Guerrero.
Wait now, wait. We got that's Guerrero.
The match has not started yet, but now this fight is spilling into the outside the ring area.
I think it did start. They're fighting. All these men here.
It hasn't officially started. Let's make that clear. And Big Show pulling Jindrak into the ring, and that allows referee Charles Robinson to get this, first of two classic Survivor Series elimination matchups underway here tonight at the Gund Arena. What does that feel like?
It feels like someone.
Here comes John Cena.
Well, Cena coming back out here.
So let me get this straight. It looks like Kurt Angle's team is going to start behind the 8-ball already. Well, they're going to be down 4 superstars to 3 in this matchup because Carlito took off.
Well, that seems to be the deal. That's not good for Team Angle.
And Big Show, he's got so many scores to settle. So many scores to settle with Mark Jindrak, Luther Reigns, and Kurt Angle Taz. Those 3 men raped Big Show of his humility when they knocked him out with a tranquilizer dart and shaved his head, and then, of course, almost breaking the ankle last week.
Yeah, they sure did. And right now, Van Dam going after Jindrak. Nice reversal. Counter there off that backdrop.
RVD up over the top, and there's the orthodox style of the martial arts expert, Rob Van Dam.
They're very flexible, Rob Van Dam with the martial arts. Here comes Latino Heat Cole.
Tag made, he will over the top rope for Eddie Guerrero. And now rolling thunder for Rob Van Dam connecting. Here's the cover. Jindrak in trouble and kicks out. Ooh, if Jindrak had gotten pinned there, it would have been 4-2 in favor of Team Eddie Guerrero.
As you pointed out, it's 4-3 in favor of Team Guerrero over Team Angle, because Carlito got in the car and hightailed it out of here, getting away from Cena.
Yeah, Carlito wanted nothing to do with John Cena here tonight. There's the former WWE champion, Eddie Guerrero. His trials and tribulations well documented over the years. Here's the cover again and a kick out.
It's kind of like a baseball game in these elimination matches. You got to keep score. You don't need to get confused very easily. I know you're very easily confused, so I'm trying to help you out.
Well, I'm confused because I work with you every week. Jindrak off the head scissors by Guerrero. Standing drop kick to Luther Reigns, and Eddie Guerrero looks all fired up here tonight.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero now going full throttle here. What's this?
I'll tell you what this is. It's head scissors and an arm drag.
Two for the price of one for Latino Heat.
And here's Kurt Angle, the captain of captain of Team Angle. Kurt Angle, typical Kurt Angle style.
What typical? Successful?
A cheap shot from behind.
Cheap shot in my rear end. Give me a break. That was smart by Kurt Angle. His team's at the disadvantage. He's only got 3 men in this fight. He's got to do what he's got to do.
And Kurt Angle made the legal tag and now continues the assault on Eddie Guerrero.
Look at the intensity of Angle. That's what won Kurt Angle the gold medal in 1996. That's what made Kurt Angle a WWE champion. Intensity, Cole.
And why don't you talk a little bit about what Kurt Angle has done for this man, Luther Reigns, and also for Mark Jindrak, his proteges.
Well, when you are around, just the power of Luther Reigns. Look at this, the barbaric Luther
Here's the
Reigns.
cover hook to the outside leg. Eddie Guerrero just kicks out.
The power in that side slam, and Luther Reigns and Jindrak are grasping the Kurt Angle, just sponging off of his knowledge and what Kurt Angle can bring to you as a young competitor on SmackDown.
And you can see it each and every week in the ring. Reigns and Jindrak just oozing with confidence now. What a stiff elbow, hook of the leg. Eddie Guerrero kicks out after 2.
Right there, I mean, Luther Reigns almost got a pinfall from Nelson now. A pinfall almost on a former WWE champion, Eddie Guerrero.
That's not Luther, that's actually Mark Jindrak.
I know, I said that. It kind of looks like him, but it's not. He's different.
It doesn't look anything like it.
I made a mistake.
I'll tell you though, Jindrak, Reigns, and Angle doing a great job keeping Eddie Guerrero in the ring, because the one person you don't want in the ring is the Big Show.
Well, that's true. Big Show's ankle's all taped up. He's Big Eddie chance now here in Cleveland, Ohio. That is full Nelson. By Mark Jindrak. I got his name right this time, right?
Yeah, you did.
You keep it score. I got
And Jindrak bouncing off the top rope, the top turnbuckle, I should say, as Eddie Guerrero desperately needs to make a tag. Jindrak makes a tag to Kurt Angle.
There we go.
Here
There we
comes
go.
Kurt Angle. And again, Kurt Angle, he basically tackled Guerrero to keep him away from his corner.
He did a front face lock right there by the ever dangerous Kurt Angle, cutting the ring in half. Kurt knew, and that's one of the 3 eyes intelligence. Kurt knew that Eddie was getting close to his team, so he hooked him as he's hooked him here.
Oh, what a belly-to-belly by Kurt Angle.
Come on, nobody does a belly-to-belly, pops the hips, clasps the fingers like Kurt Angle with that perfect back arch into that great belly-to-belly suplex.
Well, Eddie's in the wrong corner, and here comes the vicious, the violent Luther Reigns, just stomping the hell out of Latino Heat.
You know how unselfish Kurt Angle is. He gets on his opponent, gets on Guerrero, then tags one of his buddies in there. Very smart. Very sharing the beat down with his team Angle is.
Nice suplex by Luther Reigns, right out of the book of Kurt Angle.
Actually, it's called a butterfly suplex, and Kurt Angle never does that, but it's a double underhook butterfly suplex.
Oh, thank you. And look at Kurt Angle clubbing blow from behind Eddie Guerrero, snap there by Mark Jindrak. Jindrak again into that chin lock as he works on Eddie here, and again the isolation continues for the captain.
Yeah, we're working on the back and neck region of Eddie Guerrero. Suplexes, driving the opponent down, and now a rear naked choke by the very powerful Mark Jindrak. I'm very impressed by Team Angle. They're down by 1 man, and they're holding their own big time.
Yeah, they're down 4 men to 3. You see Kurt Angle just barking out orders. He's like the coach there on the apron for these youngsters, Jindrak and Reigns.
Oh, outstanding. Tremendous, great strategy, keeping Eddie Guerrero away from his partners and cutting that ring in half.
First of 2 classic Survivor Series matchups here tonight at Survivor Series.
Nice counter out of that rear chin lock there.
And then face first goes Mark Jindrak as Eddie Guerrero desperately has to find his way to his corner.
Yeah, he's in trouble, though. Eddie's in trouble here.
And again, Kurt Angle prevents Eddie from getting there. And again, isolates Eddie Guerrero with that front face lock.
You see, Kurt Angle goes back to square one, back to that front face lock, back to what he knows best. Mat control, wrestle your man.
And people, you look at this hold here, this front face lock. Kurt Angle is indeed wearing Eddie Guerrero down. He's got his full force of his weight on top of him.
That's right, he does it. You know, these people all over the world want to chant, you suck, to Kurt Angle.
And Eugene, don't forget.
Well, yeah, that Raw guy, he's a little crazy, but the last thing Kurt Angle does is suck. Kurt Angle does not suck. You got to give me a break on that one, Cole.
The only Olympic gold medalist in WWE history.
Well,
former WWE champion.
Eddie Guerrero, how much Kurt Angle sucks right now.
Eddie trying to back Kurt into the corner, desperately trying to reach out, try to get a tag to Rob Van Dam. Can he get there? Eddie's about a fingertip away.
Eddie's desperate. He's got to get Van Dam. Oh, nice. How smart was that? How nice was that of Angle to stop Guerrero's momentum with that knee?
Well, just as Kurt Angle felt Eddie was close to the corner, the knee to the midsection, backing Eddie up again. And here comes Mark Jindrak.
And sharing the beatdown. Get the freshman in there. Get Jindrak in there. Get Luther Reigns in there. Very smart by Angle.
And you know, here's the cover.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again. And Eddie Guerrero, can he? No, he almost. I thought he had him there.
Well,
but he kick out it too.
If Jindrak would have gotten the pin, that would have evened up the odds here. I mean, not the odds, the score. It would have been 3-3 then.
Mark Jindrak delivering the elbows to the sternum of Eddie Guerrero.
See, look at that. He's a southpaw, dropping those left-handed elbows. A little showboat too. That's good.
Third elbow.
And he gets away with it.
Again. And look at this. Van Dam and John Cena realizing Eddie was in trouble. Break up the 3 count.
Well, wait a minute now, ref. You got to get those other combatants out of the ring there. That was a good job by referee Charles Robinson, if that is his real name.
Mark Jindrak trying to prevent Eddie Guerrero from getting to his corner. We always knew that Jindrak had all the tools. He's a great pure athlete, but since he's been with Kurt Angle, he's gotten better and better.
Hey, listen, you got to raise your level. You got to raise the bar when you're aligned with an athlete, with a SmackDown superstar like Kurt Angle. And now, Luther Reigns, with that reverse bear hug on Eddie Guerrero, has control over Guerrero.
And yet to officially get into this
what
matchup,
the hell is this?
John Cena has not been in this matchup yet for, of course, Team Eddie Guerrero. And Eddie needs to make a tag to one of his superstars. Great head scissors by Eddie Guerrero. Makes it tag.
There it
Here
is.
comes Rob Van Dam. RVD with the right hand to the jaw of Kurt Angle.
Watch out. Oh,
Fast feet.
what a jumping
Rob
sprint.
Van Dam.
He's amazing, Van Dam.
He's supple. And look at this. Monkey flip from the corner.
Major League monkey flip by Van Dam. Look at this. Oh,
Went for the insecurity. Did you see the left foot come around? Quick, catching the jaw of Kurt Angle.
No way, he's too far. Angle's too far away here.
And look at Mark Jindrak trying to pull Kurt Angle out of the way. And I think RVD got a move Angle on that as well. Luther Reigns knocked off the apron. Angle, schoolboy, roll up. Angle's got the ropes. Angle had the ropes. Did he get him?
I know, he didn't. I don't know.
No, he didn't. I counted 2, I believe. Kurt Angle had the ropes in that. Wow, that is what these matchups are all about. Fast-paced action. Referee at times will lose control with a below.
Has been eliminated.
Although actually, I guess Charles Robinson did give that pinfall to Kurt Angle.
I don't know. It didn't
So
look
Rob
like...
Van Dam's been eliminated.
Whoa.
Jindrak from behind. Eddie used the ropes. He got back at Angle by using the ropes on his own.
Jindrak has been eliminated.
So
You don't want to play the cheat game with Guerrero, Cole.
So now 3 men are remaining on Eddie Guerrero's team. Eddie Cena, Big Show, 2 men for Angle, Luther Reigns, and Kurt Angle. But as I was saying before, that's what these classic Survivor Series matchups are all about, Taz. And Kurt Angle wanted nothing to do with Big Show.
Kurt Angle, who would? Are you nuts? Ever been in the ring at this guy?
Well, here comes Luther Reigns.
Well, that's who wants a piece of Big Show.
Well, Luther Reigns is just about sick enough to want to get into Big Show's face.
Luther Reigns is sick at all. I think Luther Reigns, like Angle, very intense, very powerful.
Whoa, what do you mean he's not sick? He's been in and out of prison. He's been stabbed, almost lost his life, was cut from ear to ear. He's look at the Big Show. Well,
That doesn't mean you should pass judgment on the guy.
Big Show with the kick to the again.
I think Big Show's angry.
And the 470-pounder with that huge to Kurt Angle.
Right to the ankle right there, Luther Reigns. Like a shark sensing, smelling that blood and water. Luther going after the injured ankle of the Big Show.
Well, Kurt Angle knew what he was doing on SmackDown. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Big Show.
Oh, my God.
Slam, planting Luther Reigns.
No,
It's over. And now it's down to 3-on-1.
That's all it takes.
Luther Reigns has been eliminated.
That Big Show looking at that work of Kurt Angle.
Team Angle's done here.
Kurt Angle, the last remaining member.
Counter.
Big Show rolled through, and he's got that ankle locked in. The ankle again.
The injured ankle.
That heavily taped ankle. You can hear Big Show writhing in pain. Kurt Angle wants to break the ankle here tonight.
And Kurt Angle's got all the leverage in the world in that ankle lock because Big Show's foot's so big.
And a great counter by the Big Show to reset the stage. Eddie Guerrero's team with 3 members remaining. Kurt Angle's team with 1 member remaining.
I was just about to say how valiant Kurt Angle was fighting 1 against 3, but
yeah, this is valiant. Running away from the fight.
well, he's had enough.
Well, Kurt, the rules
Give the
are...
man credit. What the? Well, wait a minute. What?
I think Rob Van Dam said, you want to go somewhere?
Wait, he got Van Dam apart. He's been eliminated.
He has been eliminated, but he's not in the match. Kurt better turn around.
Yeah, Kurt, there's a wall behind you, my man.
Kurt, you might want to turn around.
Oh, no.
Kurt Angle. That's a 470-pound wall.
Yeah, a bald-headed, nasty wall. Oh, no, Kurt.
Kurt Angle realizes he is in a ton of trouble. And look at Big Show, a big knee to the midsection. Kurt Angle sent back into the ring.
So let's get this straight. It's 3-on-1 now. Kurt Angle's on his own here.
Look at this, John Cena.
Wow! Oh my God!
And look at Eddie.
No, wait a minute.
Where's Eddie going?
It's not fair.
Eddie going to the top rope. And a frog splash to Kurt Angle from Eddie Guerrero. Here's the legal man, Big Show. The cover up to the
Look
leg.
at this.
It's over. Team Eddie Guerrero wins.
That wasn't fair at all. Come on.
Here are your winners, Team Guerrero.
Wow.
I don't think it was fair when Kurt Angle used the ropes earlier on in the matchup, but we won't talk about that now. The bottom line is this classic Survivor Series matchup victory goes to Team Eddie Guerrero.